Hi, good morning. Today I'm going to make a succulent arrangement. I bought these succulents back in the winter and have yet to tackle this project, so that's what I'm going to do today. And I will show you each of the succulents. I have a whole tray here that I failed to put on the table, but I have more than I'll need for this one pot, and I was actually hoping to use this other pot here, but I have some succulent cuttings in this pot and I don't feel like repotting all those up. So I also have some savanna grass that I kept in the house over the winter, and it still has some green. So I might pop these out, plant them in the ground, chop them down, let them get some fresh growth, and then I'll have enough for another planter, but at least want to get one done today. And sorry if my hair is a little crazy, it's windy today. Let me just shift this a smidge. All right, so I'm going to be using two different soils because they just look incredibly different. So this is Bonsai Jack, and if you can see, it's just really gravelly. And this other one I have, which is Coast of Maine succulent and cactus mix, looks somewhat more like a potting soil with sand in it. And since they're so different, I decided I'm just going to mix up a batch in a bucket and make sure that we're providing them a little bit of whatever it is they need. Obviously, cactus and succulent want fast draining soil. You don't want them to be sitting in water ever. And there's a pretty big hole in the bottom of this pot, so I think I'm just gonna go quickly grab a rock. And I forgot I have some decor that if I decide to place some rocks and sticks in here, I gotta grab those, so give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So these are just some cool rocks that I've collected. This one's not, you know, nothing too interesting, but still could work in the arrangement. It's more like a lava rock. And then I have just some sticks I found out in the woods that maybe I can use a section, maybe I won't. But here's a little rock I'm going to use to just make that hole less big. But I don't want to cover the rock completely, not the rock. I don't want to cover the hole completely because then I'd have drainage problems. You can also use some screen, like a burlap sack, a little piece of cut off, anything that the water can still drain freely. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and make myself covered in soil. And so that'll be our base. And I'm not used to, obviously, filming what I do or talk about it. It's just something I play around with until it looks right to me. So that's exactly what I'm going to do today. So, like, one of the things you can do is just, I'm not going to keep it like this, but start taking your plants and arranging them in a way that you think might work. You want to I mean, it's up to you, but it's nice to get different textures next to one another, different colors, so that they can really shine, pop. And right now I'm sort of choosing ones on the outside that have a trailing effect. That'll be more of a trailing effect there. Just seeing what you like. I can definitely have enough for more than one planter. This little guy's already potted up in a little pot on its own. And just want to talk about the Echeverias. This is an Echeveria Lola, and you don't want to touch any of these that look powdery, and if you touch it you leave fingerprints on them, so you want to be careful not to overhandle with your fingertips the ones that have a powdery coating look to them. Want something with a little more height in the center. This one unfortunately lost a couple of leaves that came out here during shipping, but still work. Whoops. I also got these guys as bare root cuttings. It's a type of jade. Could use that in the center as well. So many choices. And I did want to mention that succulents can be expensive. You're looking at, let's average around $4 a succulent. So if you look at this, it could add up pretty quick. But you can easily take succulent cuttings where you just break off a leaf and let's see if I can move this to the side, and then just lay them on the soil and let them grow, and you can see they do pretty well. So here's the plant that I said lost a couple of leaves, these little heart-shaped leaves, and you can see it's already got a nice set of roots on it. So I'll just put it back, and over time it'll grow into a new little plant and save you tons of money. So do not fear if you love plants but find them rather expensive. Over time you can definitely quickly cultivate your own succulent garden. So these are just baby ones, but you can see they're all taken off, and eventually they're going to be just as beautiful as these larger ones. Okay, so I think I have a nice basic outline of what I want to do here. Euphorbia right there. Start from the inside, and you can just put, oops, the plants around the perimeter in the order you like them. fall. Yay. And I'm super happy with how this came out. All right, so I think that's probably going to be pretty happy. And one last look. So cute. It's like a little desert world. So hopefully I don't look too crazy, but I'll take a peek over here. And yeah, I just thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.